Good evening and welcome, dear viewers of Channel 2 of Kuwait TV in your daily program, which covers all the events and activities such as social, art, technical, medical, culture, sports, and political, and hosts a lot of artists, athletes, doctors, engineers, and intellectuals in various fields, and all that in daily half an hour, except the weekends. We're going to start off with a short report of the Expo in Milano, so stay tuned.
Expo Milano for the year 2015 holds the title of Feeding the Planet, Energy for Life. Expo Milano 2015 is the universal exhibition that Milan, Italy is hosting from May 1st to October 31st, 2015. Over this 6-month period, Milan becomes a global showcase where more than 140 participating countries show the best of their technology that offers a concrete answer to a vital need, being able to guarantee healthy, safe and sufficient food for everyone, while respecting the planet and its stability. In addition to the exhibitor nations, the Expo also involved international organizations and expects to welcome over 20 million visitors to its 1.1 million square meters of exhibition area. A platform for the exchange of ideas and shared solutions on the theme of food, stimulating each country's creativity and promoting innovation for a sustainable future. Expo 2015 gives everyone the opportunity to find out about and taste the world's best dishes while discovering the best of the agri-food and gastronomic traditions of each of the exhibitor countries. Water, agriculture and energy are the biggest challenges that Kuwait is facing to ensure a better quality of life aligned with the sustainability. Drinking water is a vital resource for this country, being located at the junction between the European Peninsula and Asia, with its geographical and environmental conditions that are characterized by arid soil and climate. In 1953, Kuwait built the first desalination plant in the world based on multi-stage flash (MSF) technology and now has 7 plants producing 1.85 billion liters of water a day. The treatment plant at Sulaibiya, on the other hand, purifies 600,000 cubic meters of wastewater per day. Agriculture is being developed mainly in 3 regions, focusing on the cultivation of palms and potatoes. Also, through the promotion of educational campaigns and other initiatives of various kinds, Kuwait is heavily involved in the field of food education. For its energy, the third challenge, the country is engaged in the pursuit of natural oil substitutes, solar and wind. Participation at Expo Milano 2015 provides an opportunity to acquaint visitors with the 2,790 square meter pavilion, with both its big projects in these 3 areas and the results achieved through humanitarian contributions and international cooperation in transport, agriculture, water, irrigation, telecommunications, education, and health.
Welcome back. I'm here with Mahmoud Zaman, an invention specialist. Hello and welcome to our show.
Hello, thank you very much for.
I heard that you just came back from the Milano Expo. So can you tell us some of the highlights and events that took place there?
Well, it was very nice to present Kuwait that way. I'm glad that we presented Kuwait in a very good way. We showed the past of it and we showed the current time and how great Kuwait it is and what's going to happen in the future, especially through our invention that we have participated with.
Yes, definitely. That brings me to the question. Can you tell me some of the inventions that you took there with you?
Yeah, actually we took 2 inventions and we meant to take these 2 inventions because they are ready to the market. These are the inventions that we had worked so hard and so long with, and it came time to be in the market. One of them is the emergency door opener that's being used by the firemen and policemen.
Wow, that's interesting. So how does it work?
Well, It usually, when firemen and first response team come to open a door to rescue for the people inside, usually they have to break the whole door, and usually it takes a long time. This new technique uses a small device to break the main lock on the door.
Okay.
And when you break it, there's another device that comes inside and open it quickly. And usually that won't take more than 20 to 25 seconds. With the practice and experts, they could take up to 15 seconds, and all what you have to do just replace the small piece on the door.
That's just amazing, I've got to say. And as you said, it's very fast and efficient. So can you tell me about the second invention?
Well, the second invention is the one that got the most interest to probably all the IT people in the expo. They loved it and they liked it so much. It's how to transfer the programming language that was hard for a control unit for any device that run any machine on the world.
Yes.
Usually there is a need for a special programmer to do that.
Definitely.
Using programming languages like C++, Java programming. This new invention had made it very easy, like a kid using an iPad.
Wow.
People
so
now.
how is that possible?
You remember how the computer usually was from DOS and went to a window?
Yeah.
How we were using commands, and there's a big list of names I have to remember in order to make the machine do something. Now I can do it with the mouse and right-click and copy, paste, all these functions.
Yes.
Now it can be done on a programming.
Okay,
There is
wow.
a many set command that you can choose using the mouse, and people were shocked how less information they have about technology, and suddenly they start to program a robot and do a special machine and a smart room by themselves.
Wow.
It's going to be a big breakthrough. It's called snowball because it starts small.
I've heard of that. Yeah,
It rolled and rolled and become
very.
very big. By the way, we got this invention got the first place on Microsoft Award on the Middle East.
Nice.
2 days ago, just a day before we participated in the invention, we got the news that this project had been nominated to be on the top 10 list for the World 2015 IT New Device.
Wow, that's just amazing. I've got to say, spectacular. So can you tell us about the inventors themselves? Like, how do you register if you're going to register with a brand new idea?
Of course, you see, any Kuwaiti got an idea, and he thinks that this idea can reach to be an invention, and this invention can be a product sold in the market. He's above 18 years old. He can come to Sabah Al-Ahmad Center in our office in Qadsiya, block number 2, street number 26. He can bring the description, a detailed description,
Yeah.
with engineering drawing, Arabic and English, his IDs, and he starts registering over there.
Wow, that's just amazing. You know, I was there yesterday to see like a few friends. They had a few projects that they wanted to share. It's just great. So what's the second step after registering?
You see, there's many steps on the registration, but usually all these steps, you reach to a point where you get a patent certificate.
Yes.
This is the goal of the registration office step. But we have to go through a lot of small details to make sure that this idea can reach to be an invention.
Yes, definitely.
This is called stage 1. On stage 2, it goes to the development stage. On the development stage, we take this product with the description and the drawing on the patent certificate, and we try to make a prototype, a functional prototype that approve the concept of this invention, that it can does as it says.
Yes. And do you have like a lot of people that could help them in the center, like trainers and volunteers, I believe? So can you tell us about that as well? And then maybe the third step.
Okay, well, part of the second step, which is the development, we have a place called, it's a world-known organization called a Fab Lab. It's a short for Fabrication Laboratory. A Fab Lab is a place where anybody need a place to get some advice, training, or teaching on technical issues, especially if they want to build a specific machine with a specific options. So there's a part we play where we train young people. Also, we we make special courses for people in need, like some inventor need to know more about the engineering drawing.
Yes.
Some of them need to know how to use the laser cutter and the CNC machines. So there are special courses for that.
Okay. And what about stage 3?
Stage 3, which we call commercialization. This stage is one of the main stage for Sabah Al-Ahmad Center. One of the main reasons the Sabah Al-Ahmad Center was there is to support inventors and talented people. The idea is not supporting just meaningly, no, we wanted to do it literally. If this invention can reach to a point to be a product in the market, and we will have a products on the world that has printed on, made in Kuwait, I think this would be very great, and this is our main goal.
Of course, that's just amazing. I think every single Kuwaiti would love that. And it's something nice to show other people what we're capable of doing. So can you tell me about stage 4?
Stage 4, which is the final stage. Usually we don't call it stage 4. We call it the selling. The center takes you through the 3 stages. Then the end of the 3 stages, we should determine what kind of right investment for this invention.
I believe we have some pictures that you can see on the screen. So can you tell us some of the events that took place here? They're just amazing, I've got to say.
Well, these pictures were taken with Sheikh Mohammed Al-Abdallah. He was the main visitor over there. He stopped by Sabah Al-Ahmad Center section. He loved what he's seen.
Yes, and I believe there's a second picture as well.
Yeah, this picture I was showing how to break the lock. Actually, they were mad because the most security lock made in Italy, and we broke it
so
in
you
Italy.
already talked about this invention, the first one you talked about.
Yeah, the one that opens the door, especially for when young people and lock the door on themselves, and I'm showing them how to use that. This is Mr. Murati, if you know. Simone Murati is the owner of Inter Milan. He stopped by our section and he loved, we were telling him about the snowball. And we were amazed, he has a great technical background.
Nice.
And he loved it so much, telling us how that would affect kids and teaching on programming and robotics.
It's just amazing, I've got to say. And we're back to the first picture. So it's great that you have all those different events. So does it take place on an annual basis or monthly? Like, how does it happen?
Well, we are, as a Sabah Al-Ahmad Center, has a many participation outside of Kuwait. Many of the participation were on the World Innovation. There's a lot of World Innovation expos in United States, Geneva, Germany, and I think lately we had won many gold medal and silver medals on many innovation competition around the world. And also the product that reached the commercialization stage, we are participating on a marketing expo to show it to the distributors and companies and people who want to invest on that.
And what about local competitions? We talked about the international ones. Let's discuss some of the local ones we have here in Kuwait.
Well, actually, we have one main competition, which is the robotic competition, that's being set by the Fab Lab Kuwait and the Ministry of Education. It's growing as like snowball. Last year we had 600 participants. This year we had 2,000 participants. And I think next year we're going to have even more participants.
Wow, that's just amazing. And can you tell us how often does that take place? Like once a year, or do you have various other events as well?
You know, the robotic competition takes place only once a year here locally in Kuwait. But the invention competition worldwide took places in 5 or 6 times. Usually in December we have one here in Kuwait also.
So what about the upcoming event that you have here in Kuwait? Can you tell us about how you're preparing for that?
Well, this one have been prepared at a joint You can call it a joint operation because we are as a Sabah Al-Ahmad Center and the Scientific Center, all under KFAS. We are working so hard, and we said it takes place on the Scientific Club, but we all participate on that. There's a lot of invitations sent worldwide to the winners on the all national and international competition on innovation. And I think this year is going to be even bigger than last year.
Wow, that's just amazing. It's nice to hear that. So can you tell us about some of the students that you have there, the inventors, I believe I'd say, what are some of the inventions that they have prepared for the December?
Well, you see, usually year after year, the number of people who's getting patent certificate is growing. And the waiting list, because we have a limited number of participants, usually people with a prototype who participate on this competition. This year, we are trying so hard to double the number of people to participate on this competition through our Kuwaiti side, because you see, it's not limited only in Kuwait, it's international. But there's a lot of people preparing very hard. I've seen a lot of new invention, a lot of smart idea, and I think they're going to have a very success story sometime soon.
Hopefully, that's just something really great to hear. What about some of the people that have some sort of idea, they're willing to become inventors, but they just need a few training sessions maybe? Do you provide those training sessions, and can you tell us more about them?
Well, our team is there to help anybody with an idea, but we also had to make sure at the beginning that this idea is applicable and unique. We do have a team of electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, a lot of people has an idea about manufacturing, and they can help on the invention and solving the small problems on the invention if the inventors need that.
We talked so much about Sabah Al-Ahmad Center. We have a short report to see it, so stay tuned.
Sabah Al-Ahmad Center for Giftedness and Creativity was established in May 2010 as an initiative from His Highness the Emir Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmad Al-Jaber Al-Sabah in an effort to support and nurture gifted and talented Kuwaiti individuals. The establishment of the center comes hand in hand with the country's strategic development plan. The center also embodies Kuwait's commitment to encourage gifted and talented youth, highlighting their achievements, promoting cultural innovations and advancements in Kuwaiti society in order to build a clear path towards greater participation in the advancement of human knowledge and achievement. The program of giftedness is aimed to build and develop the integrated personality of the talented students in the emotional, social, academic, creative, and leadership fields, using the latest educational and orientation resources, practical applications of learning theories, and modern intelligence theories in order to prepare them for success and adoption, to be able to address future challenges and to contribute to the development and prosperity of their communities. Gifted Classes program contains chapters in the latest global systems for the detection of gifted and talented students and get them into programs developed to meet their needs and develop their talented and creativity. As for the innovation department, this sector provides support and sponsorship to individuals with ideas that may be converted to innovations and inventions. It seeks to encourage those persons to achieve excellence and creativity by providing them with all services and means of support, including training, encouragement of creativity culture in the society, converting concepts into inventions, and protecting their innovations by directing them to patent offices to get such projects patented by globally certified entities. This program is aimed to encouraging individuals to create, believing that the human component is the key success factor for any creative activity. Such individuals are the owners of ideas, which in turn are converted into tangible inventions.
Welcome back. We just saw this amazing report where the kids were all in the Fab Lab. Can you tell us more about that and how those kids are engaged?
Well, one of our goals in the Fab Lab is to teach kids the new technology. And all the technology is going towards robotics and microcontrollers. So we try to teach these kids the idea of microcontrolling and robotics. And now we are working with the Ministry of Education to have the robotics as a part of their education, especially on the IT classes.
Wow, that's interesting. And where do you think they would start off? In which class, maybe?
Well, our project, upon our experience, people with an average of 9 to 10 years old, they could do it, but we've seen people with 7 years old. And we've seen some people taken up to 11, but this doesn't matter. Once they pick it up, they keep going with it. It is very easy to use. Once they get used to it and play with it a little bit, they will like it and they will learn more about it.
So the more they practice, the better they get at it. So can you tell me, most of the things that you have there, you need safety rules and regulations. Can you talk us through those different things that you have there?
You see, since the Fab Lab is a world organization, Fab Lab, and it's not only in Kuwait, it's all over the world. And in all labs over the world, there is a safety rules that has to apply, and everybody get into onto the Fab Lab. And it depends to what kind of machine he's using. Upon what kind of machine he's using, we're going to choose what kind of safety tools that he has to wear and have to have on.
Yes, definitely. So could you please comment upon how Kuwait encourages other nationality inventions as well?
Well, there's a lot of non-Kuwaitis that got an idea here in Kuwait. We try to help them using the Fab Lab. We try to give them some ideas, but our program, it's specially made for Kuwaitis to support Kuwaitis, and but still non-Kuwaitis are welcome and they can come to the Fab Lab. A lot of people had learned a lot of it. A lot of students who had a graduation project have done it in the Fab Lab and got idea from there. And we also show them which is the right channel for them to register their ideas.
That's great, because it's for Kuwaitis and non-Kuwaitis to do something, to be productive, to become innovators. So can you tell us about some of the innovators here in Kuwait and the inventions that they have amongst like different countries in the Middle East? Like, could they compete some of the competitions in the Middle East?
We have amazing inventions. Some of the inventions were made by doctors like Dr. Ibrahim Al-Rashdan. Everybody heard of him and his inventions. He has 2 amazing inventions. Just a month ago, Dr. Hassan Al-Shimiri participated on the OTO Expo in Dallas, and people and the doctors were shocked about how smart the idea of his invention and how useful it's going to be on their surgeries.
And what was the invention?
For Dr. Hassan Al-Shimiri, he has a needle holder that can sew wounds inside the throat without twisting your hand, and in a very smooth operation for the needle and the hand.
Wow.
And the surgeon loved it so much. Dr. Ibrahim Rashdan, he has a breakthrough technology in heart surgery, especially the contrast that they use on the heart surgery that affect the kidneys and harm the body. He eliminates most of it before it gets anywhere. He has very great inventions.
Wow, so it just helps us through our health, and we're just covering a different sector where it's basically all the medical terms that you could use and how you could use it. So can you tell us about different fields, maybe other than medical, like things that they'd be able to help out?
Well, as I told you, other than medical, we have in the IT, which is the snowball. We have in the safety rule, which is the door lock opening. We had some smart commercial idea. You might see it's not a big technology, technology and breakthrough, but it's a very smart idea that everybody needs. It can be a commercial. One of them is the automatic hair dryer that we are now trying in the end stages to market on the United States. We have also another invention called Fantasy, which has helped the handicapped people very much.
Wow, that's just interesting. Can you tell us more about the automatic hair dryer? So like how would it function? It's interesting.
Automatic hair dryer, actually, for market-wise, we had two parts of this invention. It was one invention. We had one for people, and the way it works is when you brush your hair, especially for ladies, there's a part where it's a wet hair and part of dry hair.
Yes.
And the idea is the hot air only blows on the wet part, does not blow on the dry part, area. So it will not harm the hair.
Okay, that's really good.
But for a commercial wise, we had one also for pets because American cares a lot about their pets, and we thought that it's going to be a very breakthrough product for them.
Yes, definitely. And I think here more people have pets, so I think maybe in the future they'd use it as well. So what are some of the different inventions that, like, can you tell us more about the Fantasy one and how it helps the handicapped?
It's for handicapped people. It's help them to live their life easier.
Wow, that's just interesting. So all those inventions try to help us in our daily use and makes life much, much easier. So what are some of the future goals for Sabah Al-Ahmad Center? Where do we see them in the future, and what are some of the goals you'd like to accomplish within a year, 2 years, maybe 5 ahead?
Our main goal for Sabah Al-Ahmad Center, and actually this is why there is Sabah Al-Ahmad Center, we want to see Kuwaiti products on the shelf on all markets all over the world.
Wow.
And I think we got the power to do that.
Definitely.
But I think we are now in the right track, and from 5 years from now, probably we will have at least 2 products to 3 products every year. We are working on that, and hopefully we will do it. I think we will do it very well.
That's just so great to hear. Very motivational and positive. So what are some of the objectives that you have, other than the future goals that you have right now, and something that you would like to see?
Well, actually, I want the people to know what is the invention, and how to get the people and the society to be an inventor society, especially the kids. We want to build on their hearts and their spirits the idea of invention and how to invent things. And through teaching them on the Fab Lab and giving them the right tools and showing them the way how to come up with a new idea that can be productive, I think the future will be very bright.
Wow, that's so great to hear. We'd like to thank you so much for coming today and sharing with us all those different things. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for hosting me, and thank you for all buddy in Kuwait TV.
Thank you for tuning in tonight. Please tune in tomorrow at the same time.